Hey guys and gals, so today I felt like I should make some more of the easiest content, which is top fives. But anyway, hope you all have fun. Roll the intro.
This is the long-snouted anole, or Anoles baruhana. Swear to God, someone please DM me. I would love to know how to actually say their scientific name. Thank you. But anyways, these guys are a really cool anole. They come all the way from here, from this island, and they're not going to be found all over typically, at least to my knowledge they aren't. They're found all the way down in the bottom part as you're seeing, and they're really interesting. Love these guys, super small species. Again, this is an adult fit male. Females, as you're going to be seeing on the screen, are a bit smaller. Males will have the more cool looking pattern, and they fire up to more of a green and blue. Super sick species. You keep them a little cooler than most other anoles. Genuinely one of my favorites. Alright guys, so this is a Tsnet bin. Why is it a Tsnet bin? Because it's a tub, aka a bin. If you're British, I like using British words now, I guess. But the reason we call them a Tsnet, oh, that was nice of you, kid. Come here, one of y'all. Oh, don't squeak at me. I'm not a predator. You're the one who's easier to grab. Alright, we had to edit in after grabbing him. So this is a Tsnet toad. These are a really interesting species. They're related to the European green toads and the African green toads and the green toads that you've been seeing pop up a lot. No thanks to my buddy Semi-Aquatic Exotics. These are his. They're being shipped here because he's moving back. That's why they're here. Perfect time to talk about them though. As you see, this is a very small animal. You're about to jump. We're going to move away from the lids. As you see, very small animal, like 2 inches as an adult, and they're really easy to care for. Keep them humid-ish, feed them a lot, and that's the method. Now, the other thing with this animal is that these little guys are weird. No, they are known to actually be living in kind of sort of situations that some would call a cave. They're typically going to be found in the wild, near caves, sometimes in them. So when you're building an enclosure for them, you don't want to do bare bones like this. I'm about to add all the stuff, just one made it easier for when I had to grab him. You want to actually add a couple hides, a couple dark places for them to really disappear into. Now you're defeating the purpose of the glove, son. Get back in there. Super cool species, probably one of my favorites of the smaller reptile or herps, because, you know, the video is meant for reptiles, but if you haven't realized, I like amphibians, and a lot of these are going to be amphibians. Sorry. See, I got smarter. Notice how I actually grabbed them before talking. But you're defeating the purpose of the glove, little buddy. These are Bumblebee toads. These are possibly one of my favorite amphibians. These are not adults. These are more considered to be kind of like juveniles, a real stretched juvenile, if that makes sense. You know, make it a little, they're about to be juvenile. It's really hard to say. But, you know, when these guys get to adult size, they're going to pretty much only double in size. And they are really fun guys to keep. These are going to be the future breeders over at Semi-Aquatic Exotics. Super fun little toads. They can be variable. As you see, this one has more yellows already, and it's going to keep developing with age. Where this one over here has really not a lot of yellows, only really on its side, which I love. And will probably only develop a little bit more till when it gets to adulthood, but will probably stay a more higher black individual. These are probably the most common out of the things on this video. Super fun little toads. Second you spray down the cage and feed them, I'm going to tell you what, they're going to come out of all the little burrows, hides, everywhere in the cage. They're just going to swarm you. Super fun guys, and they are amazing. Hard to breed though, because how small their babies are. And I mean small. Yeah, I just had to let y'all actually see the toad before I start talking. So this is a green toad, or Anorexic debilis, really cool toad. Now this is an adult female. Males will get about half that size, and sadly, we have all females here. Again, adding more stuff to the cage and after this clip is filmed. So what's going on here? This is a really interesting toad. As you see, they have this beautiful green body of yellow hues and these black leopard prints and black dots all over their body, with this white underside and those beautiful eyes. I personally love these guys, and I would say these are probably my favorite small toad species, and probably at least top 5 amphibian. Really love these guys, super sick. And believe it or not, something this cool is native to the USA. this guy is actually native right here to Texas. Yeah, Oklahoma, Mexico, this and that, all these other places in the US. But the thing is with these guys is that they are also not really studied well. A lot of people actually will disagree if these guys are all considered one species from each area, or, you know, different from each area. For example, these ones are from the Texas Oklahoma border area, and here's some down in Austin. Now tell me if those look similar to you. Me personally, I fall under the umbrella believing they're different, and that's why personally I'm making this offer in this video. If anyone is willing to grab us some from the Oklahoma Texas border area, there will be money or trades going your way. Hit us up and we'll work up a deal. Socials in description. Anyways, super neato species. Alright, so I feel like being different, that's why we're outside. But I wanted to end the video on a reptile. I was thinking anoles, and I was like, you know what? I was like, just be a little different today. So let's talk about something I worked with and will be working with again in the future. But you know, anoles come first over here, which is chameleon geckos or Urodactyles, whatever locale you're talking about. But they're all about the same size, minus a couple micro little millimeters essentially. And these guys are micro geckos all the way from New Caledonia. They're similar in a lot of behaviors to crescent geckos, mainly in care. Well, you know, yeah, English. But these guys are small geckos, about yay big. And the coolest thing about them is they don't tend to be super flighty. They're more so, you can grab them out the cage and they'll hang out with you and just chill. Super interesting and super odd when it comes to a gecko, especially of that size. And if you've ever, you know, looked at any of the electric day geckos or the other smaller day gecko species or any of those other weird small geckos in general, they aren't exactly something that's gonna be like, oh hey buddy, what are you doing? Oh, you're just grabbing me? Okay, cool, we're going on a ride. No, they're gonna run around and you're gonna have to play catch a gecko if you're playing games like that. But these are super cool geckos. I traded mine a while back after breeding them. I should have kept him, but you know, I'm gonna get him back. He is local. I'll bully him out of them. But yeah, into the video.